Hello everyone, welcome to the chat room. My name is Sarah Alfaninigo and I'm here with my co-host
Rani Hadi, and I'm glad to be part of this show. Please subscribe to our YouTube page, IG page, and TikTok page as the chat room, and we will be discovering very many things, talking about things of our daily life.
In this show, we're going to dive deep into a little bit of everything. We're going to talk about the lifestyle, about how we manage our own life, the experiences we've had. So, this is all about it. So, stay tuned. Don't miss any episode because we're going to go very, very, very well in this one.
Yeah, and today our topic is anxiety, depression, and stress management, since they are things we are facing in our generation from people of different levels, the young, the old.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, everyone is talking about depression and anxiety these days. Like, you don't even know. Some people out there, they don't even differentiate them, like anxiety and depression. They don't know how to differentiate these two.
Yeah.
It's two like same concept but very different sometimes.
Yeah.
So if you're having like a panic attack, you're having anxiety, right? How can you describe anxiety in your own words?
In my own words, anxiety is more of fear.
Yeah,
Fear for the future, fear for the past, fear for the present,
Exactly.
You think you want this to come out, but then you're scared it won't come out.
Yeah.
And when I did further research about it, it really has bad symptoms like shaking of the hand,
exactly.
Heavy breathing. And many people do not understand all this, especially in most African countries. Yeah, they think it's more of a white man's disease.
I know, right? So every time you watch these movies about those Europeans, you can see some people are really depressed and they are going through something very, very dangerous. Depression is more dangerous than anxiety, actually. So if someone tells you that they are depressed, you should be worried.
Of course.
Yeah, because that's really big.
Yeah, true.
It's not only on yourself, like depression can make you do stuff you can't imagine, right?
Of course. Like personally, at personal level, I've had I'm still going through depression.
Oh,
and trust
my
me,
God.
it's true. It's one of the worst things I would wish even upon my enemy. Yeah, like you have mood swings. Today you're happy, tomorrow you're fine. You're even scared. You're asking yourself, how will I be tomorrow?
Yeah.
And then when it gets worse, like to my level, you start using pills like antidepressants, Yeah, so it's not really a nice place to live. And you get suicidal at times. You want to be by yourself. You're so demotivated.
Exactly.
You're just in a dark place.
Oh, yeah. Always.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything.
Yeah.
It's really not amazing.
So people who have been through depression, these people really need all the attention they can get. So if you know someone there who's going through depression, you have to check up on them all the time because these things can make you do I know those people who are going through depression, the only thing you want is to hurt yourself or to hurt other people. You just want to see blood. That's what depression does to someone, to people out there. So it's not a small thing like, oh my gosh, she's going through depression and it's okay, she'll get over it.
Yeah.
You have to check up on them.
Yeah, the way you get an emergency phone call and you call the ambulance to come and pick someone. It's the same way you should run for someone going through depression.
Exactly, yeah.
Because not everyone is bold enough to come and talk about it,
I know, right?
Yeah, so it's not really good. I've lost a friend because of that.
Really?
Yeah, almost lost two because of that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I feel like the best medicine for that could be therapy.
Yeah. So in African, when you talk about therapy, it's like a funny thing. They don't.
Yeah, they think it's for the mental people, right?
No, it's just funny. Like, oh, you're going to therapy. Oh, that's a white people shit. We don't do that in Africa. If you want therapy, just go party. You need money. Maybe you broke. That's why you need therapy.
Yeah, actually, you're really true, Sarah. But I think with our African countries mostly. It may not necessarily be about that, but mostly because of the financial, difficult.
They don't have the willing to pay to go to therapy.
Yeah, who's going to pay 100 for therapy?
I know.
Who'll pay for 50?
That's what I said. It's funny for Africans. When you talk about therapy, oh my God, look at this one. What is she talking about?
Exactly.
Right? And then I read the meme last time. It was saying, you're going through depression and then you're looking for a therapist. The only thing they ask you first is, you're going to pay for this session?
Oh my
Man,
God.
I'm going through depression. I don't have money.
Yeah, and trust me, I feel like
so these are Africans meme.
I know, right?
Outside it's not like that.
I told a friend recently that I was going for therapy, and you know what he said?
Yeah.
Therapy is for only the mad ones.
Oh my.
So I'm like, okay, so you think I'm mad?
Yeah.
But trust me, it's a way of, you know, going deep into what you're facing.
You know, when you're going to therapy, it's not like it's not like you want to, you mad or something. Therapy helps actually. For instance, for me, I love talking. This is like the only thing I can do. I always want to talk about stuff. I want to get everything out of me.
Yeah.
So when I go to therapy, it's like I'm going to find someone who's going to help me through this process and explain to me every step which I'm going through. Those therapists are fun. They know what they're doing there. So if you're a therapist, so you're ready for everyone in any case.
Yeah.
So if you want to deal properly with your anxiety or depression, you have to find yourself a therapist.
Yeah, true.
And I know we're not going to convince many, like, you have to go to therapy so you can deal with this. It's like not working.
I feel like
actually
doing that is a made decision, like a self decision, you know, because you can't force someone. Even if my mind is negatively thinking wrong of therapy, trust me, even if I do therapy, I will not feel anything at all. I'm like,
obviously,
had he told me about therapy, it's not like it's even going to help me, you know. But me, it was a decision of my own, and trust me, it has helped me know that I'm not the only person going through this. Yeah, because my therapist shows me different kinds of people. And journaling is also one of the things we undermine. But if you can't say it, then at least you can journal it down, you know. Write it down and say out your feelings. Like what would you tell someone? Through writing.
Exactly.
You put the feelings out. You know, this body is also like, let me say, like a package that you have to open. You know?
Sometimes
let things get out, or you have to open that package to see what's inside. So we human beings have our body as a package. So the more you keep things inside, you are like damaging your mental health. And trust me, if your mental health is bad, everything is bad.
That's what people don't understand about therapy. You know, I was having this discussion with friends sometimes back. I told them I love therapy. I love going to therapy. I want to talk to people. That's how I feel like I can heal easily. They told me, like, this shit is going to get into your head at the point where you lost yourself. And those people, they don't have confidentiality, right? The therapist, they will tell you, this person also had this thing, she came here for this. That's what they're scared of, actually, I think. So you've been through therapy, right?
Of course.
Did they show you those people who have been through same stuff as you?
No, like the patients who come in, that is so much of confidential information. They do not say anything out. They'll tell you, someone is going through this and this, but they won't let you see them or you know, mention them unless it's a friend who opens up to you. But my information is safe. I have no, unless. So
they don't trust therapists actually in Africa. Like, why are you going to tell your problem to someone who also has his own problem?
That's what.
How is he going to help you? Are you going to say, like, this person has everything figured out already, so you're just going to go to her and she will help you in some cases? Of course. Talking is important for some of us, right? For me, if I talk every time, like, if I have a problem and I talk it out, that's how it helped me. If I keep it for myself, I can do some dangerous stuff, right? That's for the stage of depression, right? You're going through depression. You're alone. You have no one to talk to. The idea of hurting yourself comes in. Suicidal ideas. Right? All this stuff.
That's exactly what I'm saying. As I said, I've lost friends. I've seen live examples. So, trust me, it's not a good place to be in.
Exactly. So, you've been through depression. Can you tell us the one thing which helps you actually to manage that depression?
Well, personally, as I said, I do therapy. I journal down stuff. And I used to take pills, but I won't say they are healthy. So at some point, that's unless you are on very high levels. But now it's something that I'm cutting off, and I'm using more healthy ways. That's therapy. Me personally. But I've read very many things about depression, and there are people who use nature, meditation, yoga, gymming, like, you know, exercising. So you have to find what you feel calms you down, because trust me, depression is just some, you know, your mind playing with your body. So you have, it's like you're fighting your mind. So you have to make your mind agree with the heart and the whole system.
Like they told me once, like if you're having anxiety or a panic attack or depression, the only thing you can do at the time is to stop listening to yourself, because everything is happening in your mind. So you have to stop listening to yourself and start talking to yourself, right? Like, hey man, it's okay, we'll get through this. That's how it goes, and I'm not alone, right?
And the best thing that people undermine, you see the way we go and see ourselves in the mirror to see if we are smartly dressed and stuff like that, that is your image, it's your reflection, right? So there is what we call affirmation statements. That's what my therapy, those affirmation statements, like, I deserve best, I deserve the love I think I get, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am this, like a habit is brought up in 21 days. So affirmation statements mean so much. So it's good to use those statements to yourself, or you can write them on a stick note and read them every morning. They have really helped me, because I talk to myself like I'm my own best friend, I stop being an enemy of myself, and I'm my own best friend. So I battle my mind with positive thinking, positive words. I feed myself with positivity,
And I remember I had once we were traveling from Congo, we were coming to Kampala, right? During the journey, something happened, right? Something really bad happened, and those things, the affirmation words, like you tell yourself, like, I'm all right, it's going to be okay, we are good, right? These things really works, actually, right?
Trust me.
When we were during that time, we had something which came into the journey, so we had to face it. The only thing which came to my mind, like, Sarah, you're right, right? You're okay, we're going to overcome this, right? So it's very important to have these affirmation words, even if it doesn't happen overnight, right?
Of course.
But we know sometimes they come to you back, because it's a habit already, right? You just tell yourself, it's okay, you're your own best friend, like you said, right? You're your own best friend, and it's okay. I don't have to worry what he thinks about me. He's a human being like me. So this judgment, they will not affect you that much as they used to, right? So it's very important to tell yourself, to feed yourself with positive thinking.
Oh my God, when you talked about the affirmation words, I've remembered my experience. I was really going through a dark phase in my life, and I wanted to stay in the room. You remember when I used to send you messages and I'm like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. So I'm like, okay, so since I love being in the dark, I should see something positive out of it, So my affirmation statement, which I do believe could help people who are in such a state, or see darkness, light in the darkness. There are people who see light in the darkness, I used to tell myself, there is this flower that reminds me of you. I was telling to myself. And I'm like, which flower is that? And I'm sorry, I didn't get the name, but then that flower grows in the darkness, without light. It just grows in the shadow. So me, I do believe, regardless of you being in the dark, there is something good out of it.
You just have to find out what is that
what
thing.
Is that
what
thing?
Can I build from this, because this is the only place where I can be myself, and I can feel all the feelings in me. So what can I bring out of this positively?
But truthfully, if someone is going through depression and you've noticed, trust me, the best way is to help them out. And the funny bit of depression is, if you're in depression, you think you can do everything on your own. Trust me, you need company. You need company, because loneliness is a friend to misery. So if you get company, you get positive friends, positive vibes, and positive things. Of course you will feel motivated to do something, and be around people who love you. Stop going back to things that hurt you, that caused you to be in that state.
That's the problem with anxiety and depression. When you're anxious, you have that feelings, I want to be around people, but then you hate socializing. I hate being around people. I want to be alone, but I don't want to feel lonely, right?
Exactly.
I want friends, but I don't want to go to her first. I don't want to do the first step. I don't want to be a failure, but there is no productivity in you, right?
You're down.
That you're just down. You don't want to get up. Like when you wake up from your bed, there's nothing you will do. You just stay there, you lie down, nothing else, right?
There is this famous actor I really like. His name is Robin Williams. So he's one of the actors who are playing funny movies, And you know what's crazy? We know him for being one of the most funniest actors. He committed suicide because of depression.
Oh my God, I remember.
Yeah, I told you about that stuff, and trust me, if such a person can die of depression because we think he's happy.
Yeah.
See, like you put on, it's like you're dressing a mask. At night you're crying, you're sobbing, you're hurting yourself.
And such people, there's no one to check up on them. Oh, they're okay. We were laughing some minutes back.
She's strong, so
yeah, they're fine, right? But it's so important to check on people. And when someone like try to open up to you, try to be fair. Don't reject them like, oh no, it's okay, man. That happens. Try to listen to them, right? It's so important to listen to people.
Yeah, because by the time you open up to someone, it's too much
already.
You know,
it's a big step from people like me going to you. I start talking to you about my problem, and then you're like, you don't care. It doesn't matter to you because it's going to pass. Everyone has his own shit, but no, that's not how it works. This is me right now. I need you, and I came to you. It's a big step already. You have to give it value and then listen to me at least. Or if you're not such person, then I don't know why I don't need you, right?
Yeah,
because I need supportive friends.
Yeah, that's where environment comes in.
Yeah,
sometimes it's not that you're supposed to talk to everyone. Actually, I think that's why we have therapists.
Exactly.
Because they are good at this. But me, when I was going through that phase, everyone told me their own stuff. Oh my God, it's been a month, Hadi. Come on. I'm like, okay, trust me. Depression can even take 2 years.
Exactly.
It can even take a year, even 2+. You know. Yeah, but as long as you're talking to the right people who make you feel you're human, this happens,
and your feelings matter.
Yeah, your feelings matter, and you'll be okay. I've been through this, you know. Yeah, so environment really does matter. You don't go to everyone because not everyone has faced it.
That's why I always tell my friend, please don't be around such people who the only thing about them, they're just vibing. They don't know how to connect. Yeah. Let's go out. Let's do this. But deep down, you don't know what's going on in their own life. Like, right? Of course. How about you? When are you going to take time to open up? Yeah. Your only discussion is about, let's go out. Of course, let's do shopping. Let's do this. What is next? But then after that, what comes next? Yeah. Right? You know what? You go home, you're alone, you're depressed. No one to check up on you. And you have friends, as we know you have friends, but those friends don't support you and your feelings. They don't know what you're going through. That's not a good environment and a support system. You should have people who really care about you and they show it. Apart from going out, they should check up on you later. Hey, Hadi, you would? Okay. Okay, you tell me. Is there anything I can help with? Yeah. That's good. But
and you know what, Sarah, what's crazy? You see, we think that people who go to bars and parties are happy. Yeah. If you want to see depressed people, my love, like, try going to those places.
Exactly.
That's where you're going to find the
all
most
the broken
you know, and someone is drinking and yeah, I feel like happy people usually stay home because they enjoy the alone time.
Many people don't understand that. You know, your life has become, okay, let's go to the bar. You think it's okay, but when you go back to bed, what do you tell yourself? What comes in your mind? That's the important thing. You should beat yourself around that. Who am I after the club, after everything, right? Who am I? Who do I have on my side? Who can I count on? What are our boundaries with this person? What services can I ask this person? Who's this? So you should know. If you don't have a good support system with depression, they will find you dead one day. Yeah.
True. Like, there is, when I was still maybe in my second semester, I had just begun. We had of some girl who committed suicide.
My God.
I won't specifically mention the university, but she was alone in her hostel by herself. Guess what? She committed suicide because no one was there for her, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it also kind of happened to me when I went through my contact list and I'm asking myself, who should I call?
Oh my God. So guys, please check up on your friends. It's so important.
Be there for them. Actually. It's not only in the happy times.
And you know what is breaking us, all of us, like nowadays, is like these relationships. Yeah. Like your environment, the people around you, like the judgment, family issues, right? So we should know how to deal with people who have been broken in a past life.
Yeah.
People who have been through a very dangerous relationship, because there are some guys out there that will make you like feel as if you don't even matter in the world. You can even die. That is not their problem anymore.
Yeah.
So you should avoid such people.
Yeah, true. Of course.
They're all those narcissistic.
Yeah.
That's the worst kind of people you can date, actually.
Very true. Yeah, so depression really has very many roots.
Yeah.
It can come from family background, it can come from breakups, it can come from the need to feel that you need to be seen, the need to feel better.
Yeah.
Social media is actually one of the best roots of depression, because you scroll down and you're like, oh my god, this girl has this, I don't have that, I need an iPhone.
That's the pressure you put in yourself.
Yeah, you put in yourself. But remember, we are different, and everyone has things coming at them at a different level. If I'm at campus, I don't expect to be driving a car by now, because I haven't started working, you know. So you have to learn to accept who you are.
A lot of us don't don't accept that.
Yeah.
We always want to do what, she did this, I can also do that.
Exactly.
And then you have to see the ways that person, how did she get, or how did he get that?
Yeah.
In which ways, right?
Yeah.
Because we at campus, right? Some people like, we have friends, we have our brothers, like we have friends who are there at campus, they have their own cars, they have the latest phones, they are going to like all weekends. You'll find them on 5-star hotel everywhere.
Wow, yeah.
How about you? You know your budget. You have 50,000 in your account. Like that's for a whole week. You have to manage your transport and everything. So don't compare yourself, because those other person who like pretend they have everything figured out, right? You don't know which means they use to get those things.
Exactly.
If you try to search, right, you go deep down and see how did she get that. You'll be so disappointed and you'll be happy about yourself. So we should just feed ourselves with a positive minding, like it's okay. This is me now, and better things are coming.
Yeah, and
there's no competition.
Yeah, get a shoe where you can fit in, you.
So that's where this generation of ours, we get sugar daddies, because this guy, he's going to give you everything you want. If I recall, no parents in Africa actually raise their kids to be such a prostitute, to hang out with sugar daddies who can give you like everything you want. My dad, he can't give me like the latest phone right now. If I tell him the price, he'll be like, bitch, are you mad? Like, man, what is this? How can I bought you a phone of $1,500? Right? That's my dad. And I don't think all the parents are like, they allow their kids to have such phones. It's like a low budget. Are you a president like daughter? Who are you? We should accept who we are, right?
Yeah.
Even if it's not easy for most of us, we don't accept who we are and where we come from. We try to fit in all the time.
Yeah.
We try to fit in.
That's why you know, with depression, as I said, it comes from different things.
Yeah.
So know the root. What's your root cause? If it's friends, get other good friends.
Exactly.
Friends.
Yeah.
If it's a toxic relationship,
yeah,
find ways of saving yourself out of it.
Yeah.
If it's family issues, maybe, I feel like if we communicated more, everything would be good. Yeah.
That's why I always tell people, I love therapy, because there is communication.
Yeah.
With someone who is willing to hear everything, every ugly part of you. They will take it slowly with you, and they will advise you and understand everything.
Yeah.
I was talking to one colleague. He told me, no, depression is like spiritual. Okay. That's what he told me. Depression is spiritual. Oh, man, it's okay. I will not like... it's not like we don't know that God exists. We know that God is there. We can talk to him. But when we go to therapy, it's not like we ignore God, right?
Yeah.
We know God is there, but we need someone to talk to right now who can help us understand what is happening to us, right?
Yeah, true.
But he won't listen.
Well, actually, about the spiritual part, okay, the way he said it to you, honestly, is way weird.
Yeah.
A bit of a solution on the spiritual side. I've had some friends who tell me that you can heal depression through being spiritual or religious, and that's really true. It's a key point I had left out. Praying. Yeah, you really have to pray, and you're like, God, I need you. I'm in a dark place. Yeah, please let me see light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah. I was thinking to myself, like, of course we can all pray to God, but not everyone feels that connection, like at the right moment. Like, this is it, I'm talking to God, right? So you need someone out there who can help you. Like, it's okay, this has happened. Oh, it's happened. It's going to be like this. Oh, you've talked to God already, and you know He's going to help. You don't ignore that. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you go to a therapist who's going to make you understand better, right?
Yeah.
With God, we have to be patient. We have to be understanding. We have to be there and wait, right? Patient, right? But with a therapist, she has everything there, and most of the time she tells you what's true, right?
Very
you
true.
Find out that, of course, she's right. This is this and this is this. Of course, I've been there and I know this, and this is happening to me because of I did this, maybe because someone did this to me. That's what we need. We need maybe it's like closure in relationship, right?
Yeah.
So when you go to a therapist, that's what you're looking for. It's not a grand regret, right?
Yeah, so true. But anyway, at the end of it all, guys, depression is real, anxiety is real, but there is a way of managing all this. As I said, you can do the therapy, the journaling, but most of all, talk about it, because a problem half said is a problem half solved.
Exactly. Also, so many people have their ways of dealing with depression and anxiety. You can either listen to music for some, and you go to the gym, you exercise, you go around people. It all helps. You just have to find your best helper. What helps you the most when you're down. So,
And let's hope that with our show, the chat room, you'll be able to put out your views out there. Maybe we can listen to some. We may not be able to help through out everything, but I want you to know that you're not there by yourself. We've been through this, and there are people who have come out of it. Yeah, let's hope you keep on subscribing to our channel, YouTube channel, IG page, TikTok page, the chat room. And we love you guys, and we're here for you.
Yeah, exactly. And we're waiting for your comment, confession, everything. You can text us at any way, in any ways. TikTok, Snapchat, and Instagram. You just leave us a message. That's good.
Yeah. With all this, my name is Rani Hadija, and I'm glad to be part of this show.
And I'm Sarah Alfani Ningo. This is a great thing. We want you to support her, exactly.